Hey, this is Jeremiah from Precision Dance Pads. You'll have to excuse my messy room. Um, this is a big time work area. We try and keep it clean most of the time, but there's just a lot of work going on. Um, okay, I wanted to discuss our new base, our coroplast base. It's a corrugated plastic. It comes flat when I get it. It's nice and flat. It's it's still plastic. It has ridges along one direction. You can see them there, and not along the other. This stuff is great because it's lightweight, and when you step on it, it gives a little, so it makes a great platform for your pad. But we've been having a lot of reports of pads being having problems. That's my son's Minecraft pad, by the way, uh, and my Final Fantasy pad. Both of them have the corrugated plastic, and they play really wonderfully. This one in particular, I was told that it was the right arrow was sticking, so we replaced it and got it back. And as soon as I pulled it out of the box, the first thing I noticed was that the pad was actually bent. It was pretty significant. It was bent going towards the. It was bent this direction, going towards the coroplast. So first thing I did was well, let me put the camera down. Hope you can see this. Sorry, can you? First thing I did was as soon as I took out the box, I held it against the floor, um, held the top of it, placed my knees behind it, and I pushed it just back out gently with my knees. And I just held it for a few seconds, and then I repeated it about 3 times just to make it nice and even. It's possible you have to do it both directions. You'll just have to visually inspect it. You may notice that it's more bent towards the top or bottom. This is why you're getting like if you step on the up, it could be causing the down to mess up, or left causing right, or anything. Tons of little nuances could happen since our pads are very sensitive. So the base of it actually retains the shape. So it's important that the base is flat. I don't believe this is an issue at all with our double base pads because we got 2 different sheets crossing against each other, the coroplast, so it's nice and solid. Like for instance, this is a ITGX double base, and I don't believe you can bend it. Yeah, it just feels real solid. It feels great to play on too. If I have many more problems with these bases, I might discontinue and only offer the double base option. So keep me informed of any problems you have, because the only way I know is from feedback, since these aren't problems I'm getting during testing when I build them. Anyways, so I never opened this one. I simply flattened it out. I played on it, and there was no problems at all. So I believe when the comments were that the pad was sticky, it was simply that the arrow itself it didn't have room to move, so it would register as a hold. If it was really sticky, you'd be able to press it and hear it. You would hear it come up. Another way to check if you have a problem, some of the good arrows, like if your left works good, you can press all over it and you'll feel a little gap. And it's not much, but you can feel it. And all 4 of them. If you notice one arrow is more shallow, then there's going to be because of a bend. So just do your best to try and push it back out. makes sense. Another thing you could try and do would be to get a wooden base and secure the pad to it. If you had it bent, you know, going towards, if it was more bent like this direction, taping it to a board would really help flatten it, since the middle would want to stay down, and you tape the sides down and it'd be nice, and that would help. If it's bent up in the middle, then you wouldn't want to tape it to you wouldn't want to tape it to a wood board directly. You'd have to try and flatten it first. Okay, so a way to check is to press all the arrows. Sorry, my hair is all messy. I haven't cut in a long time. Check all the arrows, see if you have a nice same gap between them. If not, try and flatten the base. Do a visual. Check that it's flat. This one's nice and flat. I've pulled comic books, several tens and stuff. And we brought it to our son's birthday party, and it worked flawlessly. So I have not had an issue with it. Let's see, some other things to keep in mind. When you're bending out the base, this one the corrugated lines go side to side. When you bend out the base, you don't want to bend too far. Just hold it at the top, bend slightly. If you go too far, you could cause permanent damage. Like, I'll go ahead and bend it till the point where it breaks. Well, let me show you another thing. The lines go this way, so if I was trying to bend it the other direction, it's much harder. And that's the whole point of the corrugated lines. And if it was a honeycomb shape, that would probably be flawless. So maybe I'll get there someday. So you can bend it about, what, about 10 degrees? It's quite a bit. If you go much past that, you eventually get past the fatigue point. And you wouldn't want your dance pad to do that. If it came this way, let us know immediately, because that means it got bent in half during shipping. That's just pure ignorance on our shipper's part. It may still work if you attach it to a base, like a wooden base, and taped it down, but no guarantees. Just let us know. We'll have to file a claim and get that fixed for you. So don't bend it past about what you saw. Try not to bend it past about, I don't know, 10 degrees. You'll feel it. It'll give a nice resistance to you. Okay. Hopefully that answers all. Hopefully that fixes a lot of the problems out there. I don't know how common it is right now. It seems like it's more than 10%. Otherwise, I had some people asking to see some of our pads. Here's a TX pad, Neon 3. It's not yet been tested. Whoops. I don't expect problems though. I've not had a problem during testing. Let's make this another video.